Hello, Haya. How are you? Welcome to the live, Haya. Thank you, Haya, for joining in the live. And next name we have. Hello, Adil. How are you? Thank you so much, Adil, for joining in the live. Have a great day. Hi, hello, hi, Adia, hi, Sophia, and hi, Haya. Hello, Sophia. How are you? Thank you, Sophia, for joining in the live. And next name is Hi, Sophia. Welcome to the live. Thank you. And here is April in the chat. Have a great day. Hmm. Next name we have Urva. Hi, Urva. How are you? Thank you for joining in the live. And next name is my singing monster, whoever. Okay, you want me to write lower in the chat? Here is lower in the chat. And next name we have Starly. Hello, Starly. How are you? And have a great day. And next name we have Just Kira in the chat. Hello. Have a lovely day. And here is Imrose in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Next name is we have Hi Jannat. Hello Jannat. How are you? That was Jannat Aruz. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Thank you. And here is next name is Pam Chon in the chat. Hi Pam Chon, how are you? And here is Imran in the chat. Hello Imran, have a great day. And here is Jaigo. Thank you Jaigo. Thank you Haya for your support. Thank you so much. And here is X in the chat. Hello. And here is I see Alvin in the chat. Hello Alvin. Have a lovely day to you. And here is Lino. How are you? Thank you for joining in the live. And here is Tom's in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Toms, for joining in the live. And here next name is Chiao in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. And here is Mabel. How are you? Thank you, Mabel. And here is Yami in the chat. Hello, Yami. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And next name we have Brunda. How are you? Thank you for joining. And here I see Yes Mary in the chat. Hello, Yes Mary. How are you? Thank you for joining in the live. And here I see next name is Hi Flex. How are you? And here is Harshita. Hi Harshita. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And next name we have Andrea in the chat. Have a great day. Thank you. Tap on the screen, guys. Like the live. Hi, Doriana. How are you? And have a great day. And next name is Jeremiah in the chat. Have a lovely day. Hello, Manal. How are you? a good day. And here is Emerald. Hello, Emerald. Sorry, Amirali. And here next name is Lavanya. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Lavanya, for joining in the live. And have a beautiful day. And here is Maria in the chat. Hi, Maria. How are you? And have a great day. And next name is Oliver. Hi, Oliver. How are you? And next name we have Magna. Hello, Magna. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And here is the two. How are you? Thank you so much. And here is Aisha. Thank you, Aisha, for joining in the live. And here is Allah in the chat. Hi, Allah. How are you? And have a great day. And here is Hi, Alice. Have a beautiful day. And next name is Amanda. Hello. How are you? And next name we have Hello, Bellan. How are you? And next name we have Hello, Flo. How are you? Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here is Jenny. Have a great day. And next name is I see Beauty in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here I see Hi, Sarah. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much, Sarah, for joining in the live. And here is Abib in the chat. The next name is Celia. Thank you for joining in the live and have a beautiful day. And here is I see Abhay in the chat. Hello, Abhay. How are you? And here is I see Luna. Thank you so much, Luna. And next name is Marcela. Have a beautiful day. And next name is Akish in the chat. Hello. Have a great day. Can anyone send me a gift, guys? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hi, Mia. How are you? And here is MMG in the chat. Hello, hello. How are you? And here is Fernanda. Have a beautiful day. And here is Tiago in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Can anyone send me super chat or gift, guys? Can anyone? Ajla, how are you? And next name is Anja. Thank you so much for joining in the live and have a beautiful day. Hi Nitin, how are you? And here is I see Hura. Hello Hura and have a great day. Next name we have Jaya in the chat. Hello Jaya. How are you? And here is Phil in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And next name is Courtney in the chat. Hello, have a great day. Can anyone send me a super chat or gift, guys? Anyone? Hi, Myra. How are you? And here is Adil in the chat. Hello, Adil. How are you? And here we see Alicia. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Alicia. And here is Okur. Have a beautiful day. And next name is Joy. Hi, Joy. How are you? Thanks for joining. And next name is Lottie in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is Faisal. Hello, Faisal. How are you? And next name is Sina in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is I see. Hi Shruti. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here I see. Hi Malik, how are you? And have a lovely day. And here is IC and Jay. Hello, thank you so much. And next name is Hi Son. Have a beautiful day. And here is Sophia. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here is Berlin in the chat. Have a good day. Thank you so much, everyone. And here is I see. Okay, here was LeBron Do. Hello, hi, how are you? Thanks for joining. Tap tap on the screen, guys. Like the live, everyone. Tap tap on the screen. Hello, Isla, how are you? And here is Gracias. I think gracias is a thanks word. Is gracias a thank or tap, tap on the screen? And here is okay. Your name is Alajora in the chat. Hello, Alajora. How are you? And have a beautiful day. Alina, thank you so much. And here is Rafael. Thank you, Rafael, for joining in the live. And have a beautiful day to you. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone? Hi, Sina. How are you? Thank you for joining. And here is Marvel in the chat. Hello, Marvel. And here is I see Kyra in the chat. Hello, Kyra. How are you? And here is Jojo in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Here is Letty and Carla in the chat. Thank you so much. And have a beautiful day to you guys. And here is next name is Abby. Hello Abby, how are you? And here I see Kelly in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here I see Michael Jackson. Here you go, Michael Jackson. And next name we have Lara Raj. Hello, how are you? And have a beautiful day. And here is Prabhu. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is I see Ishan. Thank you, Ishan, for joining in the live. Have a great day. Can anyone send me a gift, guys? Can anyone send me a gift? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hi, Milana. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And here is Sina. Hello, Sina. How are you? And here I see Skyla. Have a great day. Thank you, Skyla. And here is Zen. Have a beautiful day. Hi, Amira. How are you? And here is Corleen and Harleen in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is Ryan in the chat. Hello, Ryan. How are you? And here is Mila. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. And here I see Stevie. Hello. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, guys. Next name is okay, here is John Cena in the chat. here you go. Thank you so much. And here is Zena in the chat. Hello Zena, how are you? And here I see Messi. Here is Messi named down. And here is Amir in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is I see. Okay. Har Fatih in the chat. Have a great day. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys, to get your name on the board? Hi Azim, I'll have a beautiful day. And here is Sati, have a great day. And here I see Tanya, Tanya. Thank you so much, Don't Cry. Here is your name down. And here is Musa. Hello Musa, how are you? And here I see Fajr in the chat. Hello Fajr. And next name is Red in the chat. And next name we have. And I already done your name in the first. Anodi, how are you? Thank you, Anodi. And here is Melinda. Have a beautiful day. And here is, dear, I already done your name in the store, Marcela. And here is, I see. And here is Avantika. Hello, Avantika, how are you? And here is Najwa in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is Victoria. Have a beautiful day. And next name we have. Okay, here is, next name is. It's a big name and I can't pronounce that. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is I see Anudi in the chat. Hello Anudi. And here is Bella. Have a beautiful day. Thank you Bella. Thank you Joffrey for joining in the live. And next name is Nalbu in the chat. Hi Nalbu. And here is hi Rahul. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And here is Gabrielle in the chat. Have a great day. And next name is Hi Kashif. How are you? And here I see next name is Lily Rosie. Thank you Lily Rosie for joining in the live. And here is I see hi Mary, how are you? Thank you Mary for joining in the live. And here is Bilya in the chat. Have a great day. And here is Lanya. Hello. Have a great day. And here is Dylan in the chat. Have a lovely day. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone? Hello, Jenny. Have a great day, Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny, for joining in the live. And here is Alsika in the chat. Have a great day. And here I see next name is Giriona. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And here is Jessica. Thank you, Jessica, for joining in the live. And here is I see. Hi, Vanya. How are you? Thank you, Vanya, for joining in the live. And here is Maya. Have a beautiful day. And here is, I see Amelia in the chat. Hello, Amelia. How are you? Hi, Ella. Have a great day. And here I see next name is. Thank you, Rajesh, for liking and subscribing. Have a great day. And here is Bruna. Thank you, Bruna, for liking and subscribing. And next name is, I see, here is, hi Jan, how are you? Thank you, Jan, for joining in the live. And here is Renuka. Thank you, Renuka, for joining. And here I see, hi William, have a great day. And I see, here is Mahito. Thank you, Mahito, and have a great day. And here I see next name is Kairana. Have a beautiful day. Next name is Komal. Thank you, Komal, for joining in the live. And have a beautiful day. And here is Anja. Have a nice day. And here next name is Kyo in the chat. Here you go. And here next name is, hi Fajana, how are you? Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here is RC. Hello RC. And next name is, so here in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is Zoe in the chat. Hi Zoe. And next name is Azra. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Azra. And thank you, Dio. How are you? And next name is, I see, here is, hi Danya. How are you? Have a beautiful day. Anna Duba in the chat. And here is Laisha. Hello Laisha, how are you? And here is Saren. Have a great day. And next name is IC. Hello. What's your name? Okay. Here is BG Diot. Short in the chat. Thank you for joining in the live and have a great day. And next name we have Queen in the chat. Have a great day. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone? Hi Divyanshi. Have a great day. Thank you Divyanshi. Thank you Ada for joining in the live. And can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hi Rafin. How are you? And here is, hi Krisha. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear. I'm gonna write your name on the board. Tanya, thank you for the treat gift. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you, dear. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna write your name on the board. Thank you for sending me a gift. Thank you for the treat gift. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tanya. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Tanya. Here you go. And have a beautiful day. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are amazing. Can anyone send me a gift? A laughing disco or a super chat, guys? Can anyone send me a gift? Hi, and Nomi. How are you? Thank you for joining in the live and have a beautiful day. And next name is IC. Hi, Noor. How are you? Thank you, Noor, for joining in the live and have a beautiful day. Thank you, Leah, for joining in the live. And here is BTS in the chat. How BTS? And here is Yasmin. Have a great day. And here is Malik in the chat. Hello Malik, how are you? And here is Hindi in the chat. Hello, hi, how are you? Can anyone send me a laughing disco, guys? And a super chat or a gift. Hi Nala. And here I see next name we have. I already done. Anna Duba name is already done. And here is Anaya. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here I see Husna in the chat. Hi Husna, how are you? And here is Destiny. Hello Destiny, how are you? And have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here is Arcelia. I love you. Keep going and never give up. You are loved by the universe. Just know the universe will give it back to you. Thank you, Tamia. Thank you so much for your compliment. I really appreciated your love and support. Thank you so much. And Arcelia, thank you so much. I'm going a lot of struggle, but we have to keep it. Yeah, of course, Tanya, of course. Okay, I was writing Celia name. Thank you so much, Celia, for being in the live stream. Have a beautiful day. And here is Anna Aduba. I already done your name. Why are you doing that? If you want to unsubscribe, it's up to you. You can do that. And here is Lucilla. How are you? And have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. And here is Jana. Thank you so much. And have a nice day. And here is Amelia. Sorry, Emily. And the next name is Mia in the chat. Hello, hi, how are you? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? And here is Yasmin. Have a great day. And here is I see. Hi, Romy. Hello, how are you? And here I see next name is. Hi Lana, thank you so much Lana for joining in the live. And here I see Leslie in the chat. Have a great day. And here is Balkis in the chat. Hello Balkis, how are you? And here I see. Okay, we got this. You are so welcome, Queen. Also, I'm trying not to cry because you put my name in a heart. And I say a lot of heart shape. My name means my heart. My grandma told me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that she did. It's okay, Tamya. You are amazing, dear. Thank you, Maria, for joining in the live and have a great day. Thank you, Tamya. Thank you so much. You are really amazing. Thank you for the so many gifts. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear. You are amazing. Thank you. And here I see Trish in the chat. Hello, Trish. How are you? And have a lovely day. And here I see Mirha in a beautiful day. And here is Ludmila. Thank you so much, Ludmila. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is Shojun in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Okay, Daniela, I did not see your name. Thank you, Danielle, and thank you for being in my live streaming. And here is, I see. Hello, 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 who's here in the chat? Asila, thank you for joining in the live. And here is Mansoor in the chat. Hello, Mansoor. How are you? And have a great day. Hi, Nemo. Thank you so much. And here is Kia in the chat. Hello, have a great day. And here is Landon. Hello, how are you? And have a beautiful day. Hi, honey. How are you? Thank you, honey, for joining in the live. And here is Steva. And have a beautiful day. And next name we have Simran. Thank you, Simran, for joining in the live. And here is I see Ali in the chat. And have a great day. You're welcome, Lantern. You're welcome. And here is Aya. Hello, Aya. Have a great day. And here is I see Vidanshi. Thank you, Vidanshi, for joining in the live. And here is I see On in the chat. Hello, On. Have a beautiful day. Can anyone send me a gift, guys? Can anyone send me a gift or a super chat? Hi, Hilda. How are you? And here I see Amira in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is Risha. Thank you, Risha, for joining in the live. And here I see Vijun. Hi, Vijun. How are you? Thank you for joining in the live. And here I see Harmony. Thank you so much and have a lovely day to you. And here is Kezia in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is Maya. Hello, how are you? And here is Cairo00. Thank you for joining in the live. And here I see Lonji. Thank you for joining in the live. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone? Hi, Sammy. How are you? Thank you for joining. Okay, here you go, Vijon. You can take the screenshot. Here you go. And here next thing we have Lana. Thank you so much, Lana, and have a great day. And here is Neon in the chat. Hello, Neon. And here is On in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Thank you all. Thank you, Dua, for joining in the live. And here is Riska. Thank you, Riska, for joining in the live. And I see here is Alina. Have a beautiful day. And here is Abdullah in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here is, I see next name is Aya. Already done your name. And here is Bhumi in the chat. Hello, Bhumi, how are you? And have a great day. And here is Kiss G in the chat. Hello, have a lovely day. And here is Asirat. Thank you for joining in the live and happy birthday to you. And here is Police in the chat. And next name we have G1. How are you? And next name is Vida. Hello Vida, how are you? And next name we have Salsa. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Salsa. And next name is Katie in the chat. Hi Katie, how are you? And next name is Jasmine. Thank you so much. And next name is Dario. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. And here is Priya in the chat. Hello Priya. And here is hi Vidya, how are you? Thank you so much Vidya for joining in the live. And here is Alija. Have a beautiful day. And here is Avni. Thank you Avni for joining in the live. Okay, no one is sending me a gift. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone? Hi MC Canly. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is Celeste. Thank you for joining in the live and have a beautiful day. And here is I see Hendra. Hello Hendra. Thank you for joining in the live. Lionel, have a great day. And here is Manu. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here I see OTC in the chat. And next name is Gunisha. Thank you Gunisha for joining in the live. And next name is Labib in the chat. Have a great day. Hi you, how are you? And here is Belle in the chat. Isabel, thank you so much. And here is Alice in the chat. Have a great day. And here is Prisha in the chat. Hi Prisha, have a lovely day to you Prisha. And next name is Yana. Thank you Yana for joining in the live. And next name we have okay, Leonel. I already done your name. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hi Anna. Thank you so much Anna for joining in the live. And here is Bobby. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is Faisal. Thank you so much Faisal for joining in the live. And here is Mancop. Thank you so much Mancop and have a great day to you. And here is Uday in the chat. Hello Uday. And here is you're welcome and bye dear. And here is Sok in the chat. Have a great day. And here is Harold in the chat. Hello. And here is Aki. How are you? And have a beautiful Next name is Angie. Thank you so much for joining in the live. Next name is Aurora in the chat. Hello Aurora, and here is Nishant in the chat. Hi Nishant, how are you? Thank you so much Nishant for joining in the live. And here is Sharia in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Thank you Sharia for joining in the live. And here is WWE in the chat. And here is Stormy. Have a beautiful day. Okay, Jannat Arzu in the chat. Thank you, Jannat Arzu, for joining in the live. And here is Jackie in the chat. Hi, Jackie. Okay, no one is sending me a gift. No one. Can anyone send me a gift or a super chat? Here is FPG. Thank you for joining in the live and have a beautiful day. And here is Hi Harsha. Thank you so much Harsha. And here is Alif. Thank you so much for the sparkling gift. Who sent me the sparkling gift? Let me see. Thank you, lots of food. Thank you for sending me a sparkling gift. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day. Thank you. And here is Excel in the chat. Have a great day. Send me gift or super chat, guys. Send me gift or super chat. Hi, Kensley. How are you? And here is Asia. Thank you so much, Asia, for joining in the live. And here is Somju in the chat. Have a great day. And here is Serenity. Thank you and have a lovely day. And here is I see Nicholas. How are you? And here is Joshua. Thank you, Joshua, for joining in the live. And here is Gino. Okay, here is Gino. Yes, Key. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here is Donna. Have a great day. And here is Rosario. Thank you for joining in the live. And have a beautiful day. Hi, Anna. Maria. Thank you, Anna Maria, for joining in the live. And here is Ronia in the chat. Hello, how are you? Can anyone send me a laughing disco, guys? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hello, Amber, how are you? And next name is RM. How are you? And have a beautiful day. And here is Tintin in the chat. Hello Tintin, how are you? Thank you. And here is Icy for Timmy in the chat. Hello, how are you? Hi Kinsley, how are you? And here you go, your name is John. And here is Tilda in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here is I see Anushka. Hi Anushka Khanna, how are you? Thank you so much Anushka Khanna. And here is I see Aisha in the chat. Hello Aisha, how are you? here is Fahad in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here I see cat. See in the chat. Hello, cat. See. And here is Rexel. How are you? And next name is Saifira in the chat. Hello, how are you? Okay, can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Hello, Victoria, how are you? And here is Lily. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is, I see Divek. Thank you, Divek, for joining in the live. The next name is Hamad in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And next name we have Satyayesh in the chat. Hello, how are you? And next name is Arvin. Hello, how are you? And here is Nona in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here is Daniel. Hello, Daniel, how are you? And have a lovely day. Okay, next name we have Leona. Thank you, Leona. Thank you for joining in the live. Leon, thank you so much. And here is Sahil. Hello, how are you? And here is Melody. Hello, Melody, how are you? Hello, welcome back to the live stream. And here is Ben. Thank you, Ben, for joining in the live. And here is Love Matun. Thank you for joining in the live. And here is, I see Imad in the chat. Have a beautiful day. Hi, Kyla. Welcome back to the live. Kyle, thank you so much. And here is Zainab in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here I see, here is Nora. Have a beautiful day. And here is Gary. Thank you so much for joining in the live. And here is Virginia in the chat. And have a great day. And next name we have, here is Aisha. Hello, Aisha, how are you? And next name is Dinah in the chat. Hello, have a great day. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone? Hi, Bob. How are you? And here is Salha. Thank you, Salha, for joining in the live. And here is Shumurata. Thank you so much. And here I see Salha. Have a great day. And next name is Hamad in the chat. Hello, Hamad. How are you? And here is Halima. Thank you so much, Halima, for joining in the live. And okay, Erin, here you go. Thank you so much for joining in the live. Okay, no one is sending me a gift today. No one is sending me a gift. And here is I see Jihad. Thank you, Jihad, for joining in the live. And here is I see Yusufa in the chat. Hello, Yusufa. How are you? And here is Paranov in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And next name is Hadia. Hello, Hadia. How are you? And here I see Murad in the chat. Hello, Murad. How are you? Do the 100 likes, guys. Do the 100 likes. Tap on the screen and do the 100 likes. And here is Emily in the chat. Hello, Emily. And here is Mariam. Have a great day. Thank you, Mariam, and thank you, Sophia, for joining in the live. And next name we have Jihad. Thank you, Jihad, for joining in the live. And here I see Yusra. I already done your name. If you not send me, I already done your name. I love to that if you send me. And here is hi Sirinat. Thank you so much, Sirinat, and have a great day. And here is Erlita. Thank you so much, Erlita. And here is I see Yumna in the chat. Hello, Yumna, and have a great day. And here is Angel. Hello, Angel. How are you? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone send me a gift? Super chat. Hi, Hadia. How are you? And here is Drisponia. Hello, how are you? And here is I see Samuel in the chat. Hello, Samuel. And here is I see Emily. Have a great day. Next name is Julia. Hello, Julia. Hello, Yash. How are you? And welcome back to the live, Yash. Thank you for joining again. And here is Artika. Thank you, Artika, for joining in the live. And here is Cathy in the chat. Have a great day, Cathy. Bob, I already done your name. Next name is Usman in the chat. Hello, Usman. And here is Noor in the chat. Hi, Noor. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hi, Charlotte. Hello, how are you? Hi, Shifa. How are you? And here is Ayushi. Thank you, Ayushi, for joining in the live. And here is Hartika. Thank you, Hartika, for joining in the live. And here is I see Subhaba in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And next name is Lisa. Thank you, Lisa, for joining in the live. Do the 100 likes, guys. Tap on the screen. Do the 100 likes. 10 more likes remaining. Do the 100 likes, guys. And here is Maya. Thank you for subscribing, Maya. And here is Tamara. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Tamara. And here is Elephant in the chat. Have a great day. And here is Pandora. And have a great day. Okay, the next name is I see here is Nodi in the chat. Hello Nodi, how are you? And here is Charlie. Have a great day. And here is Lita in the chat. Hello Lita. And next name is Devi G. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Devi G. And next name is Hilda. Hello Hilda, how are you? And here is okay, Sarata. Thank you, Sarata. And have a great day. Can anyone send me a gift or super chat, guys? Can anyone send me a gift or super chat? Hi, Lela. How are you? And here is Alex in the chat. Hello, Alex. And here is IC. Hi, Lela. How are you? And have a great day. And here is Karen in the chat. Have a beautiful day. And here is Canon in the chat. Hello, how are you? And here is Steve in the chat. Have a nice day, Steve. And here is IC. Here is Sophia. Thank you, Sophia, for joining in the live and have a beautiful day to you. And here is Solan. Have a nice day. Okay, guys, I'm taking last 5 names, then I will end the live, guys. I'm taking last 5 names, and then I will end the live. Here is 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last name who's here in the last. Here is last name DS. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. See you in the next live. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a good day.